an example. Because Yadyadachariti is an emperor, all the citizens are following him, so it is very important that he sets an example. So that's what Maharaj Parikshit, he has very carefully, he has managed the whole kingdom. And it's not that he is sitting in his palace and then passing orders. He is on the ground. He is traveling from place to place, hearing from the citizens, personally watching for any deviations, personally looking at any possible contamination. See, this is a duty of the king. He should keep an eye on the community. He should keep an eye on the kingdom, on the citizens. He should keep an eye whether everybody is following their respective duties. If somebody is claiming that I am a Brahmana, whether he is following as a Brahmana. If somebody is saying I am a Kshatriya, or I am a Vaishya or a Shudra, see, these are like 4 different types of jobs. These varnas are like jobs, job descriptions. So anybody can join any of these jobs. These are some roles to be played in the society so that the society can be managed, organized properly. See, Krishna's model for organizing the society nicely is very simple. Just 4 roles are there, 4 jobs. You want to work as a Brahmana, you want to work as a Kshatriya, you want to work as a Vaishya or a Shudra, open. The jobs are open. Anybody can. And everybody is employed. See, such a nice system. In the society, nobody is sitting idle. Everybody is playing one of these roles. Most importantly, Varnashrama is all about respectful relationships. This is Varnashrama. A very respectful relationships. There is no suppression, there is no exploitation, but rather there is a very respectful dealings between each and every one. That is called culture. That is called Maryada. There is a nice culture and Maryada. Culture means any culture should have Maryada as a foundation. That is called culture. Every culture, Vaishnava culture, Varnashrama culture, they are all founded on respect. Respect and trust, these are the 2 things, very, very important. There should be dealings among the sections of the society with respect, Maryada, and also there is a trust. Trust each other. If somebody is claiming that I am a Brahman, there is a trust. Yes, he acts like a Brahman. Actually, there is no need of any oversight. There is no need of looking at what they are doing or not and all that. Because there used to be so much of trust. But of course, as Kali Yuga came closer, king was forced to look at all these sections to see whether they are really performing their duties or not. What they are claiming, what actually they are doing, there is a gap. People claim that I am so and so, I am this, I am that. But whether actually they are really doing that or not, that has to be seen. Why? Because somebody is claiming I am a Brahmana, so he will get a lot of respect from everybody, Maryada has been given. But let us say he is not behaving like Brahmana. Then comes the trouble. So that's why a king has to see. So here this boy is claiming that he is a Brahmana. Yes, he has Brahmanical power, he is a Brahmana, he is born in a Brahmana father's family, trained up. But is he really behaving like a Brahmana? So that gap has come, and that is the beginning of fall down of this entire Varnashrama system. Kali Yuga got its representative today, the first representative in the form of this Brahman boy. He claimed himself to be Brahmana, but his behavior was, actually Prabhupada is saying, he is actually Kulangaram. He is a wretched fellow. Not Maharaj Parikshit. Maharaj Parikshit is an exalted personality, an emperor of the world, took care of his citizens like father. He always worked for their welfare. Everybody is feeling safety, protection. Where is that king in Kali Yuga? Where can you see? Can you recollect such a ruler in the recent, whatever decades that you know? Not possible. You don't see. They try to exploit their citizens. This is current rulers. But actually, Parikshit Maharaj is, like a father. He always took care of his citizens. So this puffed up Brahmana boy, that puffing up is actually called Kali representation. Sometimes somebody may ask, Kali means these four sinful activities. We don't see Brahmana doing that, but actually puffing up, that pride, that is actually Kali's influence. Kali brings in pride through intoxication for common man, but it can bring through pride. Actually, when somebody drinks, when he gets intoxicated, he will be very proud. I'll do this, I'll do that. He'll be proclaiming, so many things will happen. So that is actually the pride. So here Brahmana boy fell for that pride. He wants to show off in front of his friends who are all balakas, bachas. He himself is a bacha, and then he wants to show his power. So misuse of power is the cause of this, the vitiation of the Varnashrama. So as soon as the Brahmana, Prabhupada is saying here, this is how it began, misuse of Brahmanical power began, and gradually the Brahmanas in the age of Kali became devoid of both Brahmanical powers and culture. There are still Brahmanical lines are going on, families are there, and but they don't have any Brahmanical power now, and there is no culture. Culture means respect is, maryadas are not there. They don't know maryada, how to deal with others. Others don't know how to deal with them. Nor they are really acting like Brahmanas. The culture is vitiated. And the whole Varnashrama has degraded into caste system. Simply demanding respect on the basis of birth. This is caste system. Varnashrama is not about this kind of a demanding. In Varnashrama, they used to give maryada out of respect, and they saw that he is genuine Brahman, he is a genuine Kshatriya. See how maryada, respect is based on reality, the real thing, his behavior is nice. And Brahmanas and Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they used to take care of the Shudras very nicely. There was no such ill feeling, oh, you're a Shudra, Brahman. There is no such, pride like that. Artificial pride is not there. They're just playing the roles. See, in this world, everybody has to play some role. Everybody has to do some kind of a job. I'm just saying, job, so that we will understand. Everybody has to play a job role. Why? So that they can maintain their bodies. But the job descriptions, job roles should be so simple that they can maintain their families easily, so that they can save time for Krishna consciousness. No, this is the actual point. Varnashrama is designed in such a way that all the groups of these 4 sections can very simply maintain their lives. Simple living. They can have very simple living, so that they can have high thinking. Now what happened in this Varnashrama? High thinking has gone. Thinking about Krishna or Narayana, it's all gone. Their thinking began, I am great, you are not great. Low class thinking has begun. Like here, Brahmana boy, low class, Kulangaram, you are a wretched fellow, you are a dog, you are supposed to be outside, bow, bow, bow. He is actually barking like that. You can see, it is actually a violation of Varnashrama system. Violation. So that's why it started degrading. Brahmanical powers and culture is not there. High thinking is not there. Everybody is like Kalo Shudra Sambhava. Everybody is a Shudra in this Kali Yuga. By their culture, by their powers, nobody is, they are like that. So that's why Prabhupada is saying here, gradually the degradation has happened to other castes also, other varnas also. Kshatriyas degraded, and then Vaishyas degraded. Prabhupada used to say there are still some more Vaishyas are there in Kali Yuga. True Vaishyas are still there. And Shudras, everybody is mostly Shudras. And in that also, real Shudras are very less. Shudra is also very exalted. For example, Shudra is very obedient to his master. Very obedient. And he always works for the welfare of other 3. Where will you see such people who is obedient? In this age, Shudras means they steal, thieves. You can't believe anybody. They'll all steal. So that's why it's a degradation. Because when the head degrades, whole body degrades. It's automatic. So that's why Prabhupada is in the whole scientific system of the orders of society in this age assumed the form of a vitiated caste system. Vitiated means very disturbed caste system. Actually, why Shastras are talking so much about this Varnashrama? Because simplifies the whole life. So nice. It's so nice. There are only 4 jobs are there. Just do. And how to behave with each other, there is Maryada defined. Very easily you can recognize who is a Brahman, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishya, who is Shudra. And the moment he knows he is a Brahman and I am a Shudra, he knows how to behave. And Brahman also knows how to behave. All Maryadas are. And how woman has to be there. Just by looking at the dress of a woman, you will understand whether she is married, unmarried, whether she is a prostitute, whether husband is in the house or not, husband is away from the home. Everything is clear just by looking at it. Nowadays, the job descriptions have become so complex. What they are doing also, even if they give the card also, you will not be able to understand. Such a big line and then you don't even know what is it. So you have to ask, what is that meaning? And then you will explain. The other day somebody is explaining. I am not able to understand. Somebody is recently talking about some crypto, some cryptocurrency and crypto. All now crypto means it's all cryptic, unknown. Now in that he has some role to play. Now can you believe? Can't even know How to respect also you don't know. How to deal also you don't know. That's why what they say, they tell how much turnover they have, how much money they have. They have to tell all this because just by that role you will not understand. He may write some chaparasi, but if he says, I am having 200 crores, immediately we know how to deal with him. See, Kali Yuga has become like that. Money is everything. If money is there, he is cultured person, he is Brahman, he is everything. All good qualities are manifesting. That like that people treat. This is Kali Yuga. Vittam eva hi, vittam, only money. No other qualification. Let us say a poor man is there, but he is having very nice qualities. Nobody will recognize. Say he is very truthful, very having all nice qualities. Nobody will care. Why? Because he doesn't have vitta. But if let us say he is a big whatever, and then big money is there. Oh, they'll say, sir, you are so humble. Everybody will glorify. So this is the nature of Kali Yuga. Of course, sometimes once in a while the newspapers glorify. If some, say some laborers or somebody is exhibiting some good qualities, nowadays they are glorifying. For example, the other day, I think some auto driver or something, the customer left a lot of money, a bag and jewelry and all those things, and looks like he has handed over that to the that owner. He went to the police, he ensured that it reaches the owner and all those. So some good people are there. But then the whole world has become very complex, very, very complex. Now it's called Chief People's Officer, Chief Relationship Officer, Chief this thing, that thing. We don't know what he will do. It has become. That means just to get your maintenance, to meet the demands of the body, you have complicated the entire civilization. You have to work like some big crypto manager and whatever that name may be, just to eat some 3 meals. And Varnashrams, same thing, they are eating 3 meals. Simple, simplified. Only 4 categories and called Brahmans. I'll tell you one more interesting in Varnashram. Brahmanas are asked to be simple. Live simply. If you are a Brahman, he has to be almost poverty stricken. You have seen that? All Brahmanas are more or less poverty stricken. They are not running behind accumulating big things in their houses and constructing some big buildings, and they are asked to be very simple. That is called Brahman. That means the most intelligent person is asked to be austere. Don't run behind big buildings and this and that. That's very important. Because they are intelligent, no? Easily they can acquire a lot of this, that. They can get into big positions and then become very rich and richer and richer. Varnashrama says, no. You use your intelligence in order to understand Brahman. Biggest. Brahman means the biggest. Supreme. You understand the Supreme. Don't try to become supreme in this world. See, very nice actually. Intelligent people are controlled, kept in their position, who can think about the Supreme Lord, and then they can guide the society, live like this, don't complicate. Vaishyas, they cultivate their lands for 3 months. They get all the grains and everything required for the entire year. And in that he will pay 25% to the king. King is happy, he gets the taxes. If somebody is not able to produce anything, no tax. Only when he gets something, then he will be taxed. Now it's not like that nowadays. Whether you are in laws or this and that, you have to pay GST, this, that, that. There are some dozens and dozens of taxes. Whether you are making money or you are there or not, nobody bothers. Your tax has to come. You go to hell. Your tax should reach our treasury. Whatever happens to it, it's up to you. This is what it. But those is not like. 25% goes to the king, and king manages the entire kingdom. He also gives charity to brahmanas, to everybody, and then spends it back. Why? Because he has no ambitions to enjoy like that. He's a rishi, Raja Rishi. And Shudras are taken care so nicely. For example, they may be walking on the road and Brahmanas would throw away all their plates, gold plate, this and that, and then they can just pick up anywhere and live happily. See, look at this. They are taking care so nicely. For example, I came from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. Now, I always tell my assistant, how is the driver taken care? Is he sleeping well? Let us say he is not slept. While driving, he will sleep. Then I will go. Actually, everybody is important. You cannot just neglect, Oh, he's a driver. Keep it. Head will go up if he is not proper. So, first of all, whether he is comfortable, I will ensure. Mosquitoes and all that, let us say, biting him, then he will not be able to sleep. Then while driving, he will sleep. That's why all these group parts in the society, they are extremely important. Each and every one. There is a maryada has to be given. They can live very simply. Evening time, bhajans, kirtans, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharat, 8:30, even in fact 7:38 they sleep. In some remote villages, whenever some folk boy, one of our folk boys, I was asking, where are you from? He told some village, I had never heard. His grandfather used to criticize him, it seems. 7:30, don't make any sound, I have to sleep. Grandfather. He sleeps by 7:30. But this boy is from the city, till 1 o'clock, tick, 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 is typing something. This is a gap, generation gap. But see, that's a very healthy. 7:30, 8 he sleeps. Sufficient rest, 6-7 hours he sleeps. And then he gets up early in the morning. 3:30, 4, or even 4 to 5. He has got 7-8 hours of sleep. And then gets up, nicely works. Evening again, bhajan part. And he eats nicely. None of the modern boys can eat. That old man can eat like that. So he has, now who is enjoying food? Tell me, modern man or that old man? Nicely, he will eat curds, thick curds and kheer and this and that, and he can digest. You can also eat, but you will take some next 5 days to digest. See, where is the enjoyment? And then he is sitting after eating nicely. He will sit under one nice tree, neem tree or some banyan tree. He will sit. There will be one what do you call that? Jula. In the jula, he will be happily. Half an hour he will sleep. If required, some 15 minutes. Actually, now modern science is also realizing a small nap after your food is good. Don't imitate, we are modern boys. It's only 7 minutes or 8 minutes, that's all, not too long. So, you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he has a huge lunch, he takes rest. You see Srila Prabhupada, he takes a break. But they are very disciplined. Maximum 10 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes. And immediately they are fresh, they are ready. So, in the villages you see, he just sits in a jhula and then enjoys his life. Then there is a chirping sound, all the birds and nice breeze, summer, all those things, nice breeze is there. and then he takes little break, goes and does hard work in the fields. Feet is touching the mud, very healthy, and he's doing all the work. Comes back by evening, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. In between, he will have lunch also. See, and then there is no need of RO filtering and all that. RO means dead water. No RO filter. He nicely drinks the water from, some river or some lake or something. Or in his pot, it will be there. He nicely drink. He will drink. You will not be able to drink also like that. And evening he comes back. Again dinner, light dinner. Some people have breakfast, not breakfast, light alpahara they call. Nice. Tell me what else you need. Bhajan, Bhatana, all these things are going. No complexity at all. Very genuinely honest, because he is so satisfied. He honestly goes and gives away some 20% taxes. There is no need of these rights, IT rights. Chalo, take away all the money. There are no rights like that. He is very satisfied. He has so much wealth he has got. Look at Nanda Baba, Nanda Maharaj. What a wealth in Vrindavan. They are throwing butter at each other. Tuck, tuck. Here if you want to do homa and butter, there is no butter. This is it. Now tell me which is civilized and which is modernized and which is advanced. So that is why Prabhupada is saying, don't condemn this Varnashrama system without knowing its scientific value. So much of scientific value. Simply fighting, no, it should be dismantled. This caste system should be dismantled. There are some groups like that. Big religions are surviving on this concept. But actually they don't know. There is so much scientific value. Where is the problem? There you set. What is the problem? Krishna consciousness. Lack of Krishna consciousness is problem. Make them devotees. And then once they become devotees, then they perform any role. Not an issue as a Brahman, as a Kshatriya, as a Vaishya, Shudra. They will perform their roles. This is life. So, people who are for caste system are against caste system. Both are agents of Kali. Both should be transformed into Varnashrama. But that will not happen directly today. It will happen only through Krishna consciousness. They should become devotees. Then the devotees, for the purpose of Krishna, Krishna's pleasure, they are willing to play any role. They can play the role of a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or beyond. Any questions?
As per the scriptures and the Sakalota Sudra Sambhava, this Kaliuga is already filled with Sudra. So then there is no point of discussing about Varna.
Now, why it is said that Kalo Shudra Sambhava? Because they know in Kali Yuga things will degrade. Now today we have seen the Brahmanical Varna started degrading. So they know, already it is predicted. In Satya Yuga, the Dharma will have 4 legs. Next it is 3, next it is 2, next it is 1. They already know. It's like seasons. In summer it is going to be very hot, everybody knows. Similarly in Kali Yuga also, Dharma will be in a very feeble condition, and it will be, so they know everybody is going to be Shudra. But we have to try something to elevate the society. Like summer, we know it's going to be hot, but when you go out, take some umbrella, a topi dalo, drink a lot of water, some care has to be taken so that our services will go on. So similarly, this is Kali Yuga, but then still, as Vaishnavas, as disciples of Prabhupada, we have to spread this movement. Give them some tools, chanting Hare Krishna, eat Krishna Prasad, some tools we have to give, so that they can be free from this Kali's influence. That is the greatest service. Okay? Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad
Hare
Bhagavatam ki
Krishna.
jai.
Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Never miss any update.